Hey guys, welcome to our new episode of Alternate Heads. I am Jason EX. Over there at the table, though, is my boy. Introduce yourself, Shantified.
Yep.
Shantified, Mr. I was hating on him this week. I was hating on you this week, but then you redeemed yourself when you walked through the door, and I was like, all right.
Oh.
No, because you got fines, and I had to spend money on life stuff. So
yeah, I did. This was a good. Since the last show, I had some good finds for sure.
All right, well, we'll go into all that,
Yeah.
but the first bit of news I wanted to get into. So HasLab was doing the thing with the sale barge for 3 3/4 figures, $500. They needed 5,000.
Is that how much that was? $500?
It's 500. Yes. How much did you think it was?
I didn't even think about it. I was like,
I think
I'm
it's
not
huge.
buying
It's
that
$500. Yeah.
I don't collect that scale.
So yeah, but for the 3 3/4 figure, they needed 5,000 backers. As of now, they have 6,197 backers for the Jabba Sail Barge. It will become a reality. Congratulations to the collectors out there.
That's awesome.
That are ponying up $500 because that's territory that I'm just like, ooh.
Oh! I expect fully to pay. I would pay that much.
I mean, it is.
I'd pay $600 for a playset. $700.
It kind of narrows the market a
If
little
it's
bit.
that big for 6-inch.
Clearly, they have stolen this idea from Mattel. With didn't they crowdfunded Castle Grayskull?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a rip off. Not a rip off. It's actually a good business
Hey, that's
model.
just the way people do business these days with big.
If that's
bigger
what it
ticket
takes.
items.
I mean, and there's clearly a market for it. I mean, people shelled out the money. I was questioning for a little bit there. Were they going to hit their goal? But,
Yeah.
they've quite surpassed it.
Looks like
from the angle from the angle that you have that, it looked like that Spider-Man head was on it for a second. I thought you had taken into some deep customization of my figures over there.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But yeah, so that is going to happen. I know we talked about it a little bit.
No.
Like, you're going too far, Sean. Okay. For audio guys, he's messing around my Gypsy Avenger figure, which I think he's fallen in love with that figure over there a bit. Huh?
I might have to get this figure now. It's really
Isn't it
cool.
really, really great on the posability and everything?
Yeah.
It comes with an alternate hand for the blaster as well. He only comes with like 2 sets of open hands and 2 closed fists, but he does come with you change out the whole forearm for that one. I think yeah. Here, I'm just gonna. We're breaking the mold here, guys. We're not breaking the mold. We're ruining the show. So those are the other bits to it.
Oh,
That's the regular
snap.
arm. Yeah, it's the forearm that changes. The Gypsy Avenger figure, guys.
I saw this earlier. I thought it was a portal gun.
Nah, that's from Bandai Tamashii Nation's Robot Spirits line. And they have all of the figures, but this is my gripe. That one's 20, which is reasonable. Actually, it's pretty good 20 for a figure like that. But the rest are 30, and that's where you go like, eh. Yeah, you just got to move the peg joint and everything. So yeah, you got it.
Nice.
But there, and I haven't reviewed it yet. I do plan on reviewing it this week. It's a really, really good figure. I really like, my robot toys, especially the ones from Pacific Rim.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's really cool.
And he just put the, you got to like, there's a little click on the peg.
Oh, I had it upside down. Like, oh, maybe. Oh, yeah. I think I had it upside down.
Okay. Yeah, but they're
This
really
is very
good figures.
compelling.
I know. He's messing with a figure. I'm sorry for all of you guys out there. I really want the one Athena. It's the red mech that's got the 2 swords that combine into one.
What country is she?
I don't know. I don't think they're going by country this time.
What?
No.
That was the coolest part of the last one.
Well, I think that
And I was
there's a
hoping that there
Jaeger-
was going to be a Philippines one.
Well, there's a
in this
Jaeger
one.
program now. So they're all under one, the Earth Defense Force or whatever it is. So they're still good figures.
I was going to see that movie until then you said
There's
that.
one with electro whips that's really good. I forget the name. The 2 others kind of look almost the same. Yeah, you're not going to figure that out without me.
The China one was awesome.
The China one was awesome, except it got blown up in just a little bit. But I forget what the figure of that one is. It not going on there or something?
I don't know. You want to do it? No, I got it. I got it.
Yeah,
No.
did you feel the click or something?
No.
I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Anyway,
yeah, it'll happen.
it's a really good line. I recommend them. The only thing is I just don't see them for 30. Maybe if you're going by Toys R Us.
And there's a lot of them too. It's not just like
Maybe they've knocked them down in price a little bit. Here, you go ahead and give me that figure. So I'm gonna get that on there.
I got it.
Oh, he had to take the whole arm off to do it.
Yeah.
This is the content you wanted, folks. Us playing with toys. So,
But that's real though, because a lot of times with like
I've seen
snapping joints and stuff, it just doesn't happen.
I like
right
how
away.
you just kind of taken to that figure. He's been on the desk or on the table for 2 shows now, and
Well-
now you're like, I kind of like it. All that stuff is on ball joints. I know that. It's just
my God.
King Popoff strikes again over here, guys. Although he did say something this week that I really need to do. I need to do something about my background because my background kind of sucks in comparison to everybody else when we do the we do SNES Live and we do this show. So next week I'll put something back here. So anyway,
Got it.
all right, look at that. He got it. Now he's dual wielding, got a cannon arm and a sword arm. But yeah, really good line. I might actually go by Toys R Us, see how much they've knocked those down to, if there's anything left, because as we watch our Toys R Us's just slowly die.
This week, the website officially is dead.
Oh,
Have you been to the Toys R Us website?
I went to it right at the beginning of the show, actually.
Yeah,
And it was
says,
disappointing.
Sorry about that. No more fun for
Oh,
here.
why? Damn.
So yeah, that's very sad.
I mean, we were all hoping that maybe the 200 stores would stay open, or
but
or
there's
something.
a silver lining with that.
Oh yeah.
Very small, but it looks like because I don't know if this has to do with the website going offline, but people have been reporting finding a ton of those Vision 2-packs,
Oh yeah, I've
Vision
been seeing
Scarlet
some of
Witch.
those on Reddit.
as well as Hydra 2-packs.
Yeah, I saw that. Somebody saw like a whole case of them or something.
Yeah, so it looks like maybe whatever stock they were holding, maybe for the website, they just shipped out to.
I really, really need the Gold Ranger Power Staff in the Legacy line because I did get something from one of the ones we visited, and
Ooh, yeah.
thanks for that pro tip.
That's pretty sweet.
First show.
Yeah.
Look, oh yeah, I do have the camera, so I got my Red Ranger Power Sword. And this thing is awesome. So much heft. It just needs to go on the wall up here. And
That is a very cool sword, Jason.
I like 1/1 scale stuff. If you couldn't tell that helmet over there.
Yep.
So the Toys R Us, they're not dead yet. We can still go and maybe find some stuff. I guess it just all depends on how long it takes all the trucks to get out, because they've got to empty those warehouses totally, where they're keeping all their stuff. We might find like some Marvel Legends line from like the 1990s that just got not Marvel. When did
That
Marvel
would be
Legends first
funny.
come out? Yeah, like in the 2000s, like Series 1 Marvel
Some
Legends.
Toy Biz Marvel Legends
yeah.
just showing up.
We found these in the warehouse. They're just kind of dusty. The cars are starting to like curve a little
would
bit.
be-
Oh no!
think of how crazy that would
those
be.
are the bubbles. Those are the old school.
Yeah, all of a
cut
sudden
yourself
there's
open.
night crawlers and beasts at Toys R Us. You think people are flipping out trying to find these
all you collectors
2-packs.
that like these boxes out there, y'all don't know nothing about them plastic clamshells that could cut you like a friggin' razor blade.
Yeah.
if you did not respect the clamshell package.
Talk about the smell. The smell of those
Well, it was locked
really
in there
more
because,
intense. Yeah.
because they were really airtight.
yeah. Talk
I mean,
about smelling
with-
the plastic smell.
With the new ones, this cardboard is all breathable and everything. Boy, that would stop the scalpers from stealing parts out of. They go back to clamshell. But yeah, the clamshell's totally locked in the smell. That's why we got that smell when we opened them up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's still a little bit of hope as we watch Toys R Us just slowly, I'm okay. I'm okay. Just a
On
little bit
to
longer.
something that is good news.
Okay. What's
And
your good
as
news?
cool as your sword is, it's not as cool as the pickup that I got this week that's in the toy cam.
Oh, let's go to the toy cam there, because
And that is, I found the Black Series Lando, which has been on my top 5 list for a little bit now.
promptly modded. I don't know what's going on here.
I think it
What
lasted
figures-
maybe an hour
What figures am I looking at here, Sean?
outside of the package, but I put him on Spider-Man's body.
I don't like this.
Actually, it was relatively easier than I thought. There's a pin in there in his head, and I got pliers and heated up the head, popped it out, and then heated up the head again, and then really pushed it on there.
Oh, really? Is
And
this done now?
Oh, I mean,
This
it's
is-
on there. Like it fully articulated. I thought I was gonna have to like glue it in or something like that, but I mean, a Star Wars head fitting on Marvel Legends head. That's unprecedented for me.
I mean,
I love it.
You messaged me up asking like, "Hey, what's the degree of success I've had with putting those Black Series heads?" And some are different, vastly different.
Yeah.
Some of them pop off no problem, and then some of them, like I've tried, like with the old Finn Stormtrooper head. No, just don't even try.
Yeah, it's weird because it's the same company, but
I know,
with Marvel Legends, it's a feature.
I'm wondering.
And then with Star Wars, it's like, I mean, you gotta really get in there.
There's some, like I said, they're easier, and some, you just accidentally pop them off because that's just the way they are. But I don't know. And I saw it had like a double ball joint.
Yeah, so the neck is articulated at the bottom of the neck, and then the head. So it's that's an interesting. It's a great figure even before you put it on the Spider-Man.
But
body.
whereas Marvel Legends does the hinge and ball instead. Yeah, most Marvel Legends heads, they're just the hinge joint that goes up and down on the ball joint.
Well, the Star Wars Black Series, I haven't seen that on them before. Granted, I haven't been buying the Last Jedi figures because, they haven't made shirtless Kylo Ren yet, so...
Whatever.
Talk to me once you make that figure.
They're not going to make a shirtless Kylo Ren.
Oh, they will. You don't think they will? Oh, it's okay if it's Slave Leia?
No, I'm just saying leave that up to the modders. I'm not saying... They're not going to do it, is what they're not going to do.
Oh, they will do it.
Apparently they're not going to do Slave Leia either because that was a problem for people, which I don't know why.
Oh, yeah. But the fact is that they made it. And they got to make Ben Swallow.
Ben Swallow. Anyway, I do... But no, that is... I have not seen that. I love the really shiny boots on that Lando, by the way.
Like maybe not a Titan Hero series.
No, there's
like
not
the
gonna
big ones.
Do it, okay?
But a 6-inch one.
Fans out there, if you want your Ben Swallow series, start hitting up Hasbro.
There's that pop that they just released of
That's a pop.
Jeff Goldblum with his shirt off, and he's like this.
They will make anybody can. I got a pop somewhere out there. Anybody can get a pop, okay?
Hey, and wrestling figures have their shirts off.
Anybody.
So it's not like that's inappropriate for the toy aisle.
No, I'm not saying it's inappropriate for the toy aisle. I'm just saying there is a very limited market that wants a Ben Swallow figure.
Well, maybe you do this. Maybe you make it like a feature, right? So people want that.
Or like
you don't advertise it.
Instead of an alternate head, you get an alternate chest.
Well, like maybe the armor comes off, or he's got a robe, but if you take off the robe... So people so they're answering the call that people want.
No one is going to buy a Ben Swallow figure except for you and like 5 other people.
No, they release that figure. It's gonna be so hot up there.
Oh God,
it's gonna be top tier.
A part of me believes you. No,
because people outside of regular collectors will want it. They'll be like,
I'm a regular collector and I don't want.
That's the best part of that movie. I remember when I saw that movie, there was these girls behind me.
Oh God!
The noises that they were making during that scene. There's demand for that figure. Let's just say that.
He just wanted to show off. He just wanted to show off he had some muscles. That's all it was. He had them right that in there.
Oh my God!
He had them right then in there. Now, if they make a shirtless Rey, then I'll be all right. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I just did a sexist comment. They don't have Rey scantily clad anymore.
No, what was the least amount of clothing that she wore?
I don't think she did wear a least amount of
clothing.
clothing.
Maybe when she got wet.
Nah.
From the...
Back to let's not talk about like the nude figures and everything now. So okay, back to the toy cam though. I went looking for some Marvel Legends. Came up. You came up
hornswoggle on that.
Yeah, pretty much.
A little short.
But the thing is, I've noticed that Brickseek has not been dependable lately. Have you noticed? Like remember when I messaged you and I said, "Oh, this one might have like over 20 figures." I get there and they said they're in transit. Are they counting figures that are in transit to the store now? Because
I don't know.
That's just crazy. I
haven't been using it as much.
I did just get some things off my list. I got the Power of the Primes Dinobots. Thank you, Dallas Vintage Toys, to make the big Dinobot combiner there. A little one I found. You found Deadpool wave figures at a store that we rarely go to, but we did find the Thor wave there.
Shout out to Jin Figs on Instagram. He posted about it. We talked about him last week. We gave him a visual shout out, but he found these at Movie Trading Company, and I kind of went the next day after he posted about it and was able to find. I got Cable. Unfortunately, I didn't pick up a lot of the wave because of a little quality control issues.
That is really disappointing.
Yep. And I had already had the Deathlock.
You got that from
ToysRUs.com a while back. Yeah. But yeah, there's some quality control issues, and at $25 a pop, I didn't feel like paying
definitely
more
paying some
for a busted figure.
specialty store prices and everything.
But
those are good.
they're ahead of street date right now, so those are going to be hitting towards the end. I mean, like in the next month. I mean, this is just the early bird kind of leak.
Now, while I was kind
on.
of hating on you a bit for finding those, well, like look at the Marvel Knight series that we were looking at Movie Trading Company. Now they're shelf warming right now. You did get me a Cable figure, and
don't say I never do nothing for you.
I really like it. It has a couple things that I don't like about it. Like he can't hold his big gun properly. I really want him to hold the large gun, but hey, this is good enough. But you made an interesting point about the guns on this character. Not the big gun, but the two smaller ones. Please share with our audience what you informed me of.
Those are molds from Nerf guns. And so you can look and see. Maybe we'll put that.
I have this the shotgun, the dual barrel one.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my kids, we own that one.
I mean, people were joking that, like, the other guns that come with Domino and Deadpool, that those look like squirt guns,
Mm-hmm.
But lo and behold, they are actual Nerf guns.
What I do like about this, because I do cosplay and stuff, if you do need these guns for a Cable cosplay, you can acquire them fairly easy.
Hey, that is kind of I was thinking it was kind of that's kind of a genius move that they're putting these like little subtle hey, the Nerf guns are really cool. Why don't you go buy those?
Well, like this little item I have here for my new Star-Lord cosplay, made by Nerdy Notions. He modified these. These were Nerf guns.
That's pretty sweet.
These were 1/1 scale Nerf guns that they were releasing for a while.
And he repainted it.
Yeah, he repainted it. He added another part on the front to give it the full movie accuracy.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty nice 1/1 scale. Very light, because as a cosplayer you don't want to carry something around heavy all day. But and now those guns go for a lot online because people want them for Star-Lord cosplay, and I'm glad I bought two of them at the time. So
nice. Well, you need to.
Yeah, you do. Star-Lord.
Have to.
Exactly. On that 1/1 scale note, though, and I told you about this, but last night, the wife and kids and I, we have to go to Walmart. We're looking for some stuff. I'm glad I had the camera on dual shot so we could capture you killing Spider-Man with Gypsy Avenger there. But we go to Walmart. I take the kids to the toy aisle. We're looking at stuff, and I see one of the Mjolnir Marvel Legends 1/1 scale props. I'm like, ooh, and I go to pick the box up, and I pick it up, and there's no way that there's anything in this box.
Empty box.
It is empty. What's worse, I could see that the tape had been cut, but it had the security band around it still. So then I'm thinking, somebody didn't just take this out of the box and walk out of the store with it. Someone brought it back to the store as an empty box, got a refund, and they put the security tag around it and walked it back to the shelf.
Amen.
I mean, that's some next level thievery right there.
The other end of that, I used to hear stories about people for the bigger box items at places like, that's whatever, Target or even the older ones, of people just opening the boxes and filling them up with a ton of stuff and then going and checking out with the box and then walking out the store with like a ton of stuff. But it's like, oh, this is the play set. And then they just walk out. I don't know where this was like years ago I heard about that happening.
It's sad about the Mjolnir because I do like, we both like the 1/1 scale stuff. You need to get the hammer to hold with the Infinity Gauntlet because that would be like a great shot. Anyway, but
cool.
Yeah, you've ruined this for somebody else, guys. And I made sure to take it off. I was like, hey, y'all need to take it off the shelf. Y'all got Jet for about $100 there. So
I think it's on Walmart.
I feel less.
Come on.
Oh, look. Oh, it's definitely on.
They know
Walmart.
this has been happening for a long time. They're doing nothing about it.
I don't have any sympathy for Walmart. I have sympathy for the collector that's going to see that.
Yeah, I do feel that some. But if you are like, I'm gonna buy this Thor thing, and you pick it up and it's completely like doesn't feel like anything's in there.
Yeah, I don't think a real collector would have been fooled by that, but
and you could tell Walmart.
They don't
They
care.
obviously took a return on an empty box prior to that. So if you return it after that.
Y'all absolutely suck for missing that. But anyway, that was disappointing. But, guys, stop stealing stuff. What you got, man?
I got a little bit of news for you.
Oh, really?
So there was a sighting this past week. Silver Surfer, Walgreens exclusive, was spotted in Mexico.
So let's go to Mexico. Let's go. Get in the car.
Have you
Show's
seen
over. Show's over, folks. We're going to Mexico.
Have you seen the photos of this?
It looks really good.
It looks really good.
The body seems a little too bulky. I don't know if that's just me. It looks a little bulky, but the pictures that we've been seeing haven't been of the greatest quality either. I think I found some that were good, though.
Yeah, I found ones where there's a lot of open ones and like kind of front and back.
Okay, I haven't seen full turnarounds.
I'll send you those. But
they're probably going to be cutting to this show right now because
cool. There you go.
I edit afterwards, but
I dig it. No, I really dig it.
I'm kind of surprised. I thought we were going to get Thing before we got Silver Surfer, though.
Well,
I got to complete my Fantastic Four team before the comic comes back in August.
they like to. This is their MO, man. They like to get you invested in a team, and before they finish that team, hit you with all the auxiliary characters.
So you just
they
keep on
know,
going back to Walgreens, and
yeah.
sometimes you just got to scratch the itch and buy a figure. You know?
Yeah, because they know if they just gave you all four at once, you'd be like, I'm done. I have my Fantastic Four. But if you're thirsty for that thing, and there's a Surfer and blah blah blah.
Well,
hey, are they going to re-release Galactus? We were talking about what might be next after the Barge on HasLab. We just got a Silver Surfer figure. Maybe they crowdsource a Galactus that's like a quarter scale, like huge, one of these big ones.
like a 6-inch scale, like in that scale.
I don't know.
How big would Galactus have to be for 6-inch scale figures?
But think of how cool that would be for.
I think he would have to be as big as like one of those. The big figs,
like as big as this.
That Darth Vader over there. Yeah, that's Jakks Pacific and their big figs. That's their scale. I put that up next to a Marvel Legend, so that was a gift from a friend of the show. But that is actually, I think you're right.
No, like that would be a sweet size Galactus, right?
Yeah, I think that is the scale it would have to be,
and that's reasonable.
I mean, we did have the Marvel Legends Galactus back in the day, but he was not quite big enough. I mean, the Sentinel from that line seemed perfect for scale. No, I think you're right. That seems about right.
Yeah, that would be sick.
So
that's what I want from HasLab.
That's what you want.
That would be a great centerpiece for your collection too.
I am going to go ahead with what I said during episode 1. I want a Quinjet. A Quinjet can be easily repurposed into a Blackbird at some point down the road. So
yeah. I'm all about it.
Maybe, I don't know. Blackbirds
has to be big enough though. I don't want like a Quinjet that fits like one person.
Oh no, I want to
have like
I want dual
like
seats in the
room.
cockpit. Dual seats. I want dual seats, not just single.
It has to be voice activated too.
I could play some.
How
voice
cool would
clips or
that be? So like you hit a button
Voice
and
clips
you
and
say
lights.
like in
Avengers or
Thor
Civil.
3.
Like we haven't heard.
What do you
ever
say? What do you say? Iron Man is the best Avenger, or remember to activate? Remember when they're?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. When he was
say?
trying to voice activate, he was trying to get his voice activation code. Or
yeah. If they did that voice activation,
strongest Avenger. It was Hulk, and he
that
thought
would
he
be funny.
was.
Yeah,
and it was Point Break.
That would be funny.
Lights and sounds would be good, but
now you want a movie one or a comic one? That's the question.
There's so many variations off the comic to do.
I think better than that would be a Shield helicarrier.
No, are you out of your damn mind?
It'd be as big as this table.
No, it will be bigger than that table.
This table would be good, man. You can
if you were going to make a scale Shield helicarrier for the Marvel Legends 6-inch. No, I don't even want to start talking about this because that price is ridiculous.
Let's
already.
talk about maybe they can make an Avengers Tower and you have to dedicate a whole room to
What
it.
is wrong with you?
It opens up and you can put it in the corner. And
Why don't they just make a scale New York City? Huh?
Yeah.
Come on, Sean. Why don't they just make a scale New York City?
Yeah. How about this?
Why don't we just put the Baxter Building and everything in there too?
After
How about the
HasLab-
Daily Bugle?
After HasLab, dude, this would be so sick. Listen to this. This is $1 million idea right here.
It's probably going to cost $1 million.
We're giving it
what
away
you've
for
been
free.
saying.
We're giving it away for free. So, a Marvel Legends series apartment complex. So you get the room, you get your apartment, and it's got the bedroom. They're all like this. You can buy 2 to 3 bedrooms. It's got the bedrooms.
I shudder to think if
got
you like
the
won
living
the lottery.
room, and there's one room that's like a play set, and it's built into all the walls. So they've got like all the different things, but it's all built in. So
there's a part of me that is just scared if you ever win the lottery or something, you're gonna like buy a house just to make like a Marvel Legends scale.
that would be awesome.
Oh God, I just gave him an idea.
No, remember?
Stop.
Do you remember the 1/1 scale Simpsons house?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean it would be cooler than that. That was
You would need a house.
Didn't work.
You would you knock down all the walls to this house. I'm recreating New York City from my Marvel Legends 6-inch scale.
I need to go on Shark Tank.
You know
pitch
what? You know,
Marvel Legends apartment.
You know what is cool? At SDCC every year at the Hasbro booth, they do big displays for the Marvel Legends and the Transformers at the booth. It's always different. It's always great though. I would love to like have one of those just come up missing. Because it's usually like a block. It's a city block.
They do make some real cool custom dios.
I actually took video of it last year when we were there. So if you really want to see some coolness, that thing. That just needs to come up missing, and maybe that could be like the place we do the show. Like that's our table from then on or whatever. So that would be awesome.
So I got another quick bit of news for you.
Hit me.
Little bullet points. This past week, Toys That Made Us was officially renewed for season 2.
Yes.
Awesome Netflix show about toys. Season 2 will feature Lego, Hello Kitty, Star Trek, and sure to make you happy, Transformers.
Yes, episode 7. And if everything goes correctly, make sure you look at some of the still photos in that show. You might see something you recognize, or you might see a shelf you recognize.
Sounds
Just
very
saying.
interesting.
Actually, one of our good friends, Terry Parr, from Show Enough Studios, will be on the Star Trek episode. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at the shock in his eyes. Yes, Terry will be on the episode of Star Trek, but look for the Transformers episode 7.
If you ever get a chance, look at his art. It is fantastic.
And he recently got a deal with a comic, Antarctic Press, to do his comic Aruba site.
That published, right?
I know, yeah. That is great news. He's a guy that's worked really hard in the business. So yeah, we're going to stop with the show for a second.
He draws very great
and our
women.
Our co-host Halo is actually supposed to be here eventually joining us for this show. We might have to change the day we record to get her on the show, but it's a great comic. He's put a lot of work and effort into it. He's a great toy collector. He deserves everything he's getting right now. So go and check out some of his art, buy the comic, because the comic is actually very entertaining. On that note, he will be at Fan Expo, which is going on next weekend in Dallas, Texas, our largest comic convention. And we're both planning on being there because
I need to get Joe Quesada's autograph.
Well, you're looking for some autographs. You always do that. But I always like going through the dealer room and going through the toys and everything.
Let me just say this, though. I don't support going to this convention, and I don't think you should go. It's too expensive. You should boycott it.
I'm covering this press.
Yeah,
but
no. I'm just saying, look, $50. It's like a $60 ticket to get in because it's $50 taxes, and then on top of that, parking. You're looking at $70 to get into this con, even before.
And it's in downtown Dallas.
Before you start buying stuff.
Now you can skirt the parking a bit.
Get out of here with that.
You can skirt the parking a bit if you take the train instead, like go to like Mockingbird Station. But still, you got to take a train. But the train does run right there.
I thought about that. I got a train pass. But here's the thing. You know, you want to be shifting goods. You're buying a lot of stuff. You bring it to your car. You don't want to carry it around. Mm-hmm. You want to bring all these collectibles on the train. I mean, it's just... I don't know. I prefer the smaller cons. I do.
Oh, no, I get where you're going with that. But I do like it because if for one thing, and this is going to sound shameful, but the my online dealer that I use, Toy Dojo, which is based in Austin.
I like them too.
Which we need to go down there and visit them because I don't think have you ever been to the brick and mortar store down there?
I've never been to their brick and mortar, but I've seen them several times.
We need to take a day trip. You and I need to take a day
Where
trip down
they?
to Austin. Austin.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be down there in like 2 or 3 hours.
Sure.
You got a nice comfy car. Your car's nicer than mine. Let's just drive down to Austin. We'll hit every Walmart and Target on the way. It'll be great. It'll be like the best hunting trip ever. We'll just take a day trip, you and me in Austin.
We'll have to wait till there's something really interesting hitting.
Because Austin does seem to sometimes get things before we do a little bit, just a little bit. I mean,
don't know, we'll see if maybe there's some stuff hitting and we want to like really like widen the horizon. Yeah, if there's something worth looking for,
I think we should totally go do that day trip. There, everybody out there, go ahead and comment there that Sean should join me on a day trip to Austin, and we'll hit every Target and Toys R Us. Well, I just made myself sad.
I like this figure. I never. This is a different mold.
That was a Walmart exclusive, along with that Falcon figure. Yeah. The Winter Soldier figure was pretty good, and
thank goodness they're re-releasing them in this
with a 2-pack, and it looks like a different head and a different arm for that. I do have one that's popping up, the Studio Series Transformers, which are kind of redos from some of the movie figures. I'm not excited for all of them, although there's a Grimlock in there that's very accurate to the one in Age of Extinction, and I kind of want that, so yeah.
I saw a movie Grimlock from a while back at the con.
No, this should be a new one.
No, this is an older one, but I saw it for $20.
Okay, it's not the same
but
one.
I thought you wouldn't want it.
This is a leader class one. It's pretty big, and it's a better paint job. Really good figure. But they're starting to hit at all places, and you told me about this. Freaking Kroger.
Right? Isn't that weird?
When did Kroger start carrying toys?
We talked about what was going to happen after Toys R Us passed away, and this happened after Toys R Us. They're carrying Marvel Legends.
But back in the day, they would carry more toys at the grocery stores and everything.
I know.
And somehow they kind of dropped off
How
of
it
that.
should be. Maybe they looked at Walgreens and they're like, "Oh man."
And Walgreens is having a little bit of
maybe the
more
Walgreens
foot
CEO was bragging to the Kroger CEO, like, "Oh, dude, we got all these new people," and he's like, "Oh,
you think so?
Huh?
Yeah.
We put a little order in. It can't be that bad. What are you gonna buy? A few cases? I mean, come on.
Hey, you got to come in and get milk. You know, you pick you up.
Maybe all the collectors start getting their
pick you up a Lando figure, a Donald Glover Lando figure. You know.
Oh man,
Delando.
Good.
I
need a Hot Toys one now.
Delando. That's what I'm gonna call it from now on. So, looking for those. Anyway, all right. So it's that point of the show where we do the top five. So I gotta do the theme song. It's a top five. Anyway, so that's so stupid.
We both were going.
I'm gonna make a real song for this. Top 5 or something like that. Something just cool or whatever. I don't know.
No, there's this awesome rap song.
Maybe
top five.
So I did remove one off of my list. Well, I found one off of my list, and I removed one. So I'm only going to do the changes now. Actually, technically, I've only removed one on my list because I didn't find the whole Power of the Primes wave for a price I wanted to pay, but I was able to complete the Dinobot Combiner, which is on the table right now. It's okay. There's an upgrade kit for that thing that's coming out that I will have to get, but I removed that off halfway. I still got to get the rest of them. But I did make one removal off my list, and I'm replacing it with the Figma Overwatch Genji figure that's coming up.
Mainly because a little bigger, so small. I mean, next to Marvel Legends, it's like
Tracer is a small figure, but that is exceptionally small right there.
Same thing. They announced the John Wick coming out.
I want that John Wick figure, but
you want the Mezco one, or you want the? Is it
I'm getting the Figma. I'm getting the Figma. No,
it's a Mafex one.
Is it Mafex?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I have to make sure, but I've seen it and I like it, and I might have to get it. But I am changing out something for just the Genji because the next one is Widowmaker. I'm kind of vested in this line, so long as they do the big figures right. You know, like right.
Wait, real quick. You know, you mentioned Widow. You said the word Widow. I was watching Iron Man 2 last night. I love her hair in that movie. They should make a figure with that, with the like crimps, the.
That's some long hair though.
I know. I'm just saying.
I like the short hair better. The short hair seems more tactically sound.
Hey, maybe we'll get some cool figures in the Black Widow line. We'll get like the Russia training school Black Widow. We'll get the because
we're looking for every female figure we get. Don't push your luck. Although I don't like her costume in Infinity War. I don't like it.
I love it.
The green? I don't like the green.
I don't know about the green. I love her hair. I love her hair.
Black Widow's redhead. All right, what's yours off of the list? Because you did find a Donald Glover.
Donald Glover is off my list.
Really? But they haven't even announced it.
I'm going to get that eventually.
That's a theoretical. They haven't.
I got one, so it can be off my top 5 list for now.
Okay then.
So one thing, and this has been on there for a while, but I got some news on it, and that is Snake Mountain. I was talking to a MOTU insider.
Uh-oh, I talked too much crap.
And they said that, because, we were talking about PowerCon coming up.
Yes.
And they told me that at San Diego Comic-Con this year, it's going to be officially announced. Price point, everything. So
We're not that far away.
We're not that far away. And he's like, but it's going to be expensive. So, I mean, I imagine we're talking $600 at least for this thing. At least.
I just found some breaking news that I'm going to share after top 5. So,
okay.
But I'll get to that. Actually, nothing is really changing off of my list this week because, like I said, life events happened.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to do really a lot of stuff I wanted to do. But still on my list because my list is unchanged. I think you got it.
Yeah.
I still like those Bucky O'Hare figures from Boss Fight Studio.
All right.
I do want to pick those up eventually. I don't know why I put Transformers Masterpiece Dinobot on my list because he's not coming out until the summer.
Yeah.
I really want that figure because it looks awesome, but he's still the 2B figure from Square Enix is still on my list as well.
The Nier Automatica figure.
Nier Automata.
Oh yeah.
Automata. So nothing is really changing off my list this week. I know people disappointing, but I did get some things that I was not expecting, like the sword and that Alita one that's on the table. So there's that. Anyway.
So I'll go my old one that's been on there for a while. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. I need figures of them. Okay. Then Venom Unmasked from the upcoming Marvel Legends line. That's still on my list.
That big old head. The big head one.
I had to take a figure off. I don't know which one I took off, but I'm adding Mysterio to the list because he has been evading me to the point that it's turning into your white whale. And I need to finish Lizard, and I need Mysterio. I recently bought all the back Spider-Man villains. I got Black Cat, and I got the coolest Spider-Man figure ever that you can see in the figure cam with his Donald Glover.
Whatever.
So I need to set up him beating all of the bad guys. I need Mysterio.
Missed it by that much on Amazon. I'm so sorry about that.
Let's not talk about painful
and also,
past memories.
I'm going to skip the news thing that I was talking about because today is April Fool's Day. Nothing can be trusted.
You
today.
just got on an April Fool's?
I think I looked at it and I was like, ooh, that sounds almost too good to be true. Wait a minute. I'll go ahead and tell what it was because I don't think it's going to be a thing, but go ahead.
All right, my last one is Dr. Octopus. Just sticking in that theme of the Spider-Man villains.
It's going to be a while for that one, isn't it?
No, they showed him. They showed the new one. I don't know. Maybe the end of the year. Maybe the beginning of next year.
We'll look at the list when that release schedule is. But yes,
Hey, who knows at the rate that they're releasing Marvel Legends right now?
I'm questioning if things won't slow down. I hope not. But anyway, I mean, even though I said I think they're coming out too fast.
So yeah, Doc Ock, I need him. So what did you just got on?
So Power Morphicon. It's the official Power Rangers convention that happens out in California
and there's
every
a
year.
super sick
Dracon
figure.
That Lord Dracon figure is really good, but I am done with that. I am done with the Legacy line. I may actually sell off my Power Rangers Legacy figures just because they're over there on that shelf up there.
You have the shiny ones or the regular ones? You have
the regular ones. The regular ones did not come with weapons.
No.
I actually substitute those weapons from some Playmobil figures that I bought a while ago.
Oh yeah.
So they all kind of have weapons, but I'm thinking about just getting rid of them because
let's have a conversation after.
I know Hasbro is going to release something, and I've never liked that 7-inch scale.
Oh, they're big. They're bigger than the Legends.
They are bigger than Legends figures. So I'm kind of like, I think I can get something for the MMPR line as Sean leaves camera to go check one of those out. Go ahead and grab those up. So I don't know. I think the line started off strong and then became a disappointment as it went on. So we'll see. He is yanking all of them off of the... But anyway, what the news was, because I can just go to my cam, was a Power Morphicon was going to go to a weekly convention showing around the country. And that is total bull crap. They're not going to do that. It was a bad joke to be playing because I really want to go to Power Morphicon. But Damn them for saying that crap. Okay, Sean is back because he's found more stuff to pull down off of my shelves here. I mean, they're not bad. The line just kind of fizzled, and I don't know how soon they started that line before they knew that they would be shutting down or they were getting inkling of it, but I think the figures are just going to be, eventually just a throwaway. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. You can tell me what you think of. Did one of the hands just fall off?
No.
Oh, I'm looking at the belt holsters sticking out there. I thought that was like a peg.
They are bigger than the Marvel.
Yeah,
weapons.
they're just a little bit bigger. I dislike that. They should be just.
Maybe the suits make them expand a little bit.
No, man, no, you ain't doing that. I'm hoping that Hasbro makes something in the Marvel Legends scale for those, and we'll see how well they do with that. So there's our top five for
Top five.
And I'm hoping next week will be a little bit better. Well, next week will be better because I'm gonna say my pin is go to Fan Expo and go directly to my crack dealer, Toy Dojo, and get
Their
some
heads
stuff.
don't come off, do they?
No, they do not.
I will not try to
Stop trying to customize them. Stop trying to put Donald Glover like on the Black Ranger suit or some crap like that.
These weapons work well. I mean, for not being official
they are
weapons.
for the preschool toys, and
Really?
the only one that didn't work
The
was
small ones?
Yeah, the only one that didn't
look
work
at
is except for the sword on the Red Ranger. That actually was an SDCC exclusive that you get the sword. So that one works, and the bow for pink didn't work. So a little customizing myself. The daggers for yellow seem a little bit big. Did you get her off the shelf too? Okay, you did.
Oh, I got the yellow. I'm not going to leave the Yellow Ranger on the shelf.
Yeah, you got all of them from pretty much season 1 and 2. So I'm still excited. I hate that Bandai lost that license, but I'm excited for what they're going to do with that line and waiting with bated breath for what that's going to be. So anyway, moving on. You want to do turn notifications on?
Yep, I just got 2 this week.
I've got one.
Just got 2. First one is from last week. There was a little error, and we didn't show the proper image.
Whoops.
I'll
fix that.
And it's a Cloak and Dagger. So Cloak and Dagger, and then Cloak and Dagger Dios.
I'll redo those.
The A's are spelled with 4s.
Apologies to
to
Cloak and Dagger. I actually started following your account. And,
awesome account.
I'm sorry I got your stuff wrong on the show. That's the editor's fault. My bad. I hope this makes it up to you.
So yeah, just real quick, love his stuff. Amazing Dio work. Really, really creative. It takes a lot of fan input. Awesome collections on his main channel too. Worth checking out. So
forgive the camera shake. I'm checking out this Deathlock figure. So all right, I have one this week at Star Wars The Black Series on Instagram. His photos are just something to behold. The guy takes a lot of care, a lot of lighting, a lot of sets and everything. Just he puts some work into those pictures.
I need to check that out. I haven't heard of that.
Star Wars The Black Series. I was kind of taken because I was like, really? He named the account Star Wars The Black Series, and I thought, he couldn't do that or whatever. And I thought, is he like part of Hasbro? Because man, they are professional grade pictures. Definitely turn notifications on for that guy.
Awesome.
Really great account. What you got next?
And my last one is mentioned him on a show briefly last week, but Faded Darkness, and Faded is spelled with an 8. So this guy, he always has such creative ideas to make photos, and if you watch his stories, he shares how to do it. So he turned me on to a lot of tips that I do now for trying to take better photos, and I feel like my photos have been better since following him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Those
Sharing
Costco
knowledge.
lights that I got, he showed me where to get those, the little puck lights. Yeah, and he just does some really creative stuff. So definitely worth the follow on that. So Faded Darkness.
How much do those Costco puck lights run?
Dude, it's they're like $12 or $14 at
a piece?
No, for 5.
Oh,
and
really?
a remote control and the batteries.
I
was trying to. Mine ran out of batteries, and I was gonna buy batteries, and it's cheaper just to buy a new set of lights.
You have a Costco card or whatever? You have to pick me up. Some. I have to give you like
My mom
$12. I have to give you like $12 to get one. So, because I don't have a Costco, or I got Sam's. So anyway, so those are our turn notifications on for this week. Always like to spotlight people in the toy photography. Okay, those look really cool when they're up like that. But let them know, hey guys, we watch your stuff, we really enjoy it. So yeah, go turn notifications on for those guys. We are reaching the end of the show. I do have some accessories, because we do like to accessorize for the 6-inch figures. And I have found a new company, kind of by accident, MarauderInc.com. And I showed you a bit of this. They make some very realistic weaponry for your 3 3/4 figures and your 6-inch scale figures. Removable sights, silencers, and magazines for the weapons. Really, really good stuff, and fairly cheap. Like, one thing I've always been bothering me about the Punisher figure from Marvel Legends, that he didn't have a lot of guns. But if you want some realistic looking guns for some of your guys, I recommend MarauderInc.com. Have not got anything of his in hand, but like you could buy like handguns and rifles, like $1. So he clearly has a 3D printer. I'd like to get some in hand before I fully endorse him. Maybe I might, it seems like you'd pay more in shipping to get this thing. No, because they're pretty small. He probably puts them in like an envelope or something. But and I know you're always looking for weapons for your Marvel Legends figures, so
I was thinking about just ordering a bootleg Mezco Punisher for really cheap and just using it for the guns.
You should just get the real Mezco then. Because the Mezco Punisher is pretty cool, but I know
it is cool, but it's very expensive at this point.
Yeah, because people really, there's like a couple of different variants of them as well. But I definitely, I'm gonna pick up some and maybe do a little review of them and see how they look. But they look really good. I think like even that Bucky figure could use some different guns in his life.
Hey, man.
Yes, he ruined it all.
I did want to mention something real quick before we get off.
Go ahead.
So, I wasn't on board originally with the new Ninja Turtles designs.
Oh no,
I wasn't on board, but I saw the new. They showed the trailer for the show.
Mm-hmm.
I like it now. I'm on board. I'm gonna buy the toys. I dig it. I mean, like, it's really different. But after seeing kind of like how they interact and their voices, I'm excited about it. So yeah,
I'm giving my camera side eye.
Change of heart.
New
section on the show.
The side eye I'm giving off of you is going towards everybody in the audience.
You'll come around too. Just you just need a little more time.
I love Ninja Turtles, man, and I don't like those. I don't know. It's a vast departure.
It's the beginning though. It's if you watch the trailer, it says every whatever has its beginning.
Splinter
so this makes sense why they're
using
why they're using different weapons, why Raph is the leader, why Leo maybe has a different personality. I dig it. I'll give
it a chance.
John Cena's in the show. He voices Lord Draximus, the main bad guy right now.
He's going to be in the Bumblebee movie. So he's in everything, right?
He's in everything.
Everything. John Cena.
It's weird. We went from not being able to see him to seeing him in everything.
Shut up. Anyway, I'm going to give it a chance. I'll give it a chance. I as of now though, I'm kind of like but we'll see. I do want to give you some shouts because you did find me this cable figure this week. Thank you very much.
Hey.
There's a couple of things that I got a problem with, like.
And I felt so bad. I was like, I got you this cable, and then you opened it, and you're like, oh
no, don't feel bad.
It's the arm's loose. Oh, his hand came off. Oh, the knees.
No, I'm giving it the.
I was like, oh, sorry.
No. I don't want to be ungrateful.
No. I mean, I know the feel.
But it's like I still have to be critical.
It's like when you found that Shinsuke for me, and then the knee was messed up, and I was like, oh.
How was the knee messed up on that one again?
Remember the peg wasn't going through the thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was a man. Yeah, that happens sometimes. All those plastic pegs they put through. I wonder, do they just like have those heated up, or is it just all done by a machine or something?
I don't know. I know we tried to fix it and we just didn't have any luck. So,
but will the knee still bend on that one?
It still bends. It's just a little wobbly.
Okay, yeah, because I know I've had some where...
And I do intensive play on
Yeah,
those
that's a
wrestling
shame.
figures.
And those were hard to find.
I
too.
still have never found another one.
You know, now that you mention it, I've never seen another one. Because I found the two.
You luck out at that Target all the time.
I found one for you and one for...
You found Mysterio the whole wave at that Target, too.
My friend Cora, she wanted one because Shinsuke is her favorite wrestler.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Does she like it? You gave it to her?
She actually has hers on her desk. I want to actually see the knee on hers now.
She open or mint on card?
No, she opens.
Good.
Yeah, she totally opens. I have
so
to
we don't
look
need to
at
bring
hers.
her on the show and have an intervention.
No, we're good. No, I don't.
All right, look,
I feel bad for the mint on card people.
I
Oh,
know.
the gun fell. They don't enjoy their stuff. They just look at it and dust it every now and then. That's all that is. So that is not the way to own it. Anyway. Well, that has been this episode 3 of Alternate Heads. We got a big week this week. I think we're going to get some finds this week. I really do. We're just due. It's due for something to drop and hit here. Look on our Instagrams for anything that you see that might be dropping off. Of course, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at JasonTheX. Sean, where can they find you, man?
Shantified. Seantified.
It's...
Because that Justin Timberlake album was that good that I need to...
Justify it. You have to justify it.
That I justified putting it in my Twitter handle for so long. And my...
Also, go follow this man over on Reddit. He posts a lot of his photos over there, too. You had some good luck on Reddit with the Donald Glover stuff, so...
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm saving
Question.
up. What?
Who would win?
Out of?
Gypsy Avenger versus this Megazord.
Oh, the Megazord.
Yeah?
Yeah, the Megazord, definitely.
He's a jabroni like that.
Yeah, they get torn
don't
up.
think?
Yeah, they get torn up all the time. You see the
Right.
Megazords like take explosions and then they just get back up. Gypsy Avenger loses it. Well, the Gypsies, they lose limbs. They keep losing them. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Always bet on the Power Rangers. Anyway, guys, we hope you guys have enjoyed this show. We'll be back in 2 weeks. We will catch y'all later. Peace.